The first thing that I just reflect on is the amazing team that has been a part of this now for well over 7 or 8 years. We started this process with the early submissions, but really once the MSBA approved us a couple of years ago, it got real. And I think specifically about the school staff, the curriculum instructional leaders basically gave up their summer last year to help build the education plan with Principal Haviland and Assistant Superintendent Michelle McEwen. And they built a document that everybody could rally around. It really painted a clear picture of what we wanted education to look like in North Attleboro for generations to come. And then we partnered with the architects and the builders and the engineers. And, you know, by the summer, late summer, fall, we had, I think, something that people could really latch onto. And then it hands over a little bit to the community in the effort to really get the word out and run a campaign. And so many people were so involved in this campaign that it's really inspiring when you see the community come together. I was saying on the way over here, the best part of these kinds of projects is the relationships you get to build with people who care so much about the town and want to see it move forward. And really, you know, John Antonucci and Mike Borg have both been just tremendous leaders of these massive departments to help bring this thing forward. So kudos to them.
What's good about this school passing, right, is I think that it sends us, as I said before, right, it sends a positive message to not only the people in this town, but to people outside of this town, people who are questioning, do I move to Attleboro, do I move to North Attleboro, do I move to a different city or town? And they see this, or particularly families, right, who are planning to have kids, or businesses that are looking to invest, right, and people that want to invest in a growing, thriving town. This sends a very strong message to those people that North Attleboro is a place that you can move to, that you can live in, that you can do business in, right? And I think that is one of the biggest messages that's taken away from this. And so I think that's going to lead to new growth, which will lead us to have opportunities to make more capital investments in different areas. We talk a little bit about during the campaign for this and during the investigation, right, of the new school, potentially reduced maintenance costs, right, in this high school. That's going to open up the door for us to spend money in other areas, right? And I think that's going to be a beautiful thing that can benefit everybody. And so I'm looking forward now to figuring out what's that plan going to be. How do we pivot now, knowing that we're going to have this new school in a few years, right? Where are we going to invest?
When I was looking for my next step or next move 4 years ago, probably the primary thing that brought me to look at North Attleboro was the fact that a new high school was potentially on the horizon. And it's been everything I thought it would be. It's intense work, but it's great work. And we've been working really since day one, second I walked in the door here 4 years ago. So to see this project come to fruition, it's everything we could have asked for. I would never even consider the hypothetical of the no vote, but I was going to be in it for the long haul anyway. It just would have been different work. This is exciting work. This is why we all do this job.
I am so proud to be a member of this community, and more importantly, I am so excited for what this project is going to bring for our students and our whole town. It's going to be incredible.
I remember, I think John saying during one of the interviews that the educational plan that you guys put together
Yes.
Wowed the people at the MSBA, one of the best they've ever seen.
Right.
Did you have a role in putting that together?
We did. Principal Haviland and I worked really closely with an incredible team of teachers at the high school level. We also had community forums where people from all parts of the community, including our students, really told us what they needed for education. And so we listened and we learned about what the best practices are in education. We wrote 60 pages of a vision for the future of North Attleboro. It's hands-on learning, it's authentic, it's giving kids those real opportunities to understand what it's like to be in business, in marketing, in engineering, but learn with that hands-on approach that's so critical today.
I want to publicly thank our curriculum instructional leaders and all the teachers and students at North Attleboro High School, and all the family members. I want to go on record as saying that too. We, the three of us, are in it for the people of North Attleboro, and every part of this project was about the people and the families in North Attleboro. And we're so proud of the work that we were able to do with our teachers and our curriculum instructional leaders. And so none of that gets done, and none of these opportunities that you just asked about are available to us if that work wasn't done. We created an educational vision plan that was lauded by the state as the model for the entire Commonwealth. And North Attleboro recognized that, and North Attleboro showed up today and are going to help us deliver that plan. And North Attleboro is going to get its money's worth as far as education for students and families going forward for the next 50 to 100 years.
There were so many parents who had children in their car that seemed to be of an age where they had some awareness of what was going on, and then a lot of other parents who had little babies and toddlers in the back seat. And we would wave, and we got so many thumbs up, and it was so promising to me that these people who want the best for their children, we all want the best for our children, but they were making a point to come out and make that known and try to get the community to invest in their children's futures.
This school is really about our entire community, and our community is very diverse. It's made up of people from all different walks of life. We saw many people who voted today, of all ages and backgrounds, and I think we sort of lose focus and lose the big picture when we start to put people into a box, because I know many people from all ages who voted to support this, particularly our seniors, who many of them supported this because they had, in conversations that I had had with them, they said to me point blank, we need to support the next generation because the prior generation supported us.
In the past, the government's been frugal, the voters have been frugal. They just want to make sure their money is well spent, and you can't blame them for that at all. But I think the current leadership has shown that they can build a plan, build a vision for the future, where their money is spent wisely. And I think the people in the town trust the leadership now. Certainly, big numbers to re-elect the majority, almost all of the town councilors in the most recent election, and that is a landslide. That's 3 out of 5 votes.